Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here again with the Hangar 9 Hellcat. This is the 15cc version of the kit. As you can see from my previous videos, I modified this plane to be able to take the Sadel FG19 R3. This is the radial engine. As you can see from there, I made my own collector ring exhaust. Up to this point, it's holding okay. It's holding well. Makes a big difference in sound too as well. Maybe in the future I'll buy the killer exhaust. I bought another engine like this. I bought the Sadel FG90 R3, and I did buy the killer exhaust for that engine, being that it's a little bit more expensive, beefier, and so on. So might as well go out with that engine. This is the true turn hub. As you can see, this is master air screw, 3-bladed propeller. This is the 14x7. Okay, so this body right here, have not modified anything to the plane. It's stock, just the paints and the decals and all that stuff. This is the cockpit from the previous plane that I was building, same model, but by the time that I finished, it was way too heavy. I knew for a fact that wasn't gonna fly, so scrapped that, and I just kept the cockpit because I modified it to be able to fit my Warbirds pilot here. If I can get to open this canopy. It's kind of hard doing it with one hand, but it opens okay when I do it with both hands. Okay, so that's my pilot. Gives it a scale look. Just wanted to make another video because tomorrow it's going to be the maiden. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I don't work, and so I'll take it out into a field somewhere where it's, you know, maybe out in the country and fly it on one of those roads, or maybe out in the park. I don't know yet. I need a lot of space because this is a gas engine and I don't want to crash it against a house or anything like that. So probably go out in the country and fly it, test it out for the first time. I haven't bought gotten my my membership in my local field, so that's why I'm probably going to do that. I'm anxious. It's level, it's CG correctly, it's balanced correctly. I didn't have to add any weight in the cowl or in the front or the nose of the plane with all these mods. I actually had to add weight on the tail to balance it. It wasn't much, of a couple of grams to balance it out. And then so I had my ignition box inside, but I was reading on the manual. It says just to keep it away from batteries and so on, to prevent interference, stuff like that. So I installed it underneath there. As you can see, it's right there. Fits pretty good. Very pleased how this plane is coming out. I've taxied it. I loaded up a video. My previous phone was acting up, so I upgraded to a different phone. So hopefully this video is gonna have good sound. And tomorrow that I'll do the maintenance, it'll record properly. And so this is, let me just take this, I'll remove this canopy from here so you guys can see. Okay, this is how it's set up from the inside. As you can see, this is my LiPo. This is a LiPo battery. This is a 3-cell LiPo, and this is for the servos and my receiver here. So that powers all the servos, the retracts, and so on. and this is the ignition. This is a life battery, 2-cell life battery. This powers the ignition, and so it worked out pretty good. How I planned or installed this gas tank works out pretty good in balancing the plane. Again, this plate or this base, it's not meant to go like that. Actually, these teeth go underneath here, these little 2 indentations there. It actually fits in there, and then it's screwed from those 2 little screws there. But I flipped it so the tank would be kind of like in the center of the CG line, and it worked perfectly. I filled it up half tank, balanced it, and it balances correctly. Filled it up all the way to the top, and it balances correctly. So I'm very pleased with that, going that direction. So my throttle servo, this is my Saddle filter. So actually this tank has a filter in the fill port. You can't really see it from here. Yeah, you can see it's right, that silver dot way in the bottom, that's a filter. So when I'm filling, it's actually filtering before it goes into the tank, and then when it sucks it up, it filters again right before it goes into the carburetor. And plus the tank, or the gas tank, has another filter. So 3 filters in total filtering the fuel. So I think shouldn't have any problems with the carburetor getting clogged up because of debris or impurities and so on. So yeah, but that's where I'm at with this airplane. So tomorrow is going to be the maiden flight. So stay tuned, because I'll load up as soon as I finish flying and get home. I'll go ahead and upload the maiden. All right, guys. See you guys later.